Hello everybody, this is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I'm coming on today with something that's a little bit different, but then again, it's not. And you know what it's about based on the title of this video. But I want to come on and do a review. And I'm hoping that with doing this review, I can answer some of the questions that I had before purchasing this product. And so I am going to do this review today, and this view is for the Kurly Klips. I think, first of all, I'm trying to do this thing, and anybody that knows my channel know I try my best to keep it real, and I'm trying to think about everything. So this may be longer than what most hair reviews like. And I also understand that this is not a type of video for my typical audience, but I have some people that would find it beneficial. And so I'm just going to get right in. And I have to say that because people like to thumbs down because my videos are long, but they are not familiar with my channel, but I can't stop that. So here we go. I'm doing this review for Kurly Klips. I'm doing it for the reasons that I stated. One, because I have been enjoying them and I love them. And also because I know I had quite a few hesitations before I received them. And I say received them because I received them as a birthday gift from my husband because he knew that I wanted them. And so I say received them because they were a gift from my husband, but the money that was used to purchase them came from my household. So that's why I said receive, okay? I also wanted to do this because I'm just going to go down the line, okay? And in this video, I will try my best to insert pictures because I did take pictures of when I received the hair. I'm going to talk about some of the issues that I had or my objections prior to purchasing them. I'm also going to talk about the type of hair that I purchased because she offers 2 different types of hair and she offers 3 different lengths. So I can only speak to the hair and the length that I received. I'm going to also speak to, and I'm looking off because I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I'm going to also speak about, how I wear them because when I went to her channel, she has a fantastic channel here on YouTube, but I thought that a lot of the styles that she offered were for the fro version of her hair, and that wasn't the hair that I have. And so I wanted to, talk about that too. So if you're interested in learning more about the hair, and yes, I do have it on. If you go to my Instagram, I've been taking pictures and I never do selfies or any of that because I just love it. And I hope I remember, but at the end, I also want to talk a little bit about why I decided to do it, why I decided I wanted to get the Kurly Klips, okay? And so now I'm hoping I can remember all that. And if you are interested in hearing my review and hearing what I have to say, stick around after the introduction. If not, I hope that you will visit me again. Typically, you see crafting videos because I am a knitter and a crocheter. And from time to time, I do videos about hair. But you're welcome to subscribe to my channel and leave any comments or questions in the description box. If you look at any of my other videos, I try my best to be very responsive to my audience. And so I look forward to interacting with anyone. Well, not just anyone, right? So I'll see you all after the introduction, and let's get this thing started. See you in a bit. Okay, my name is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I'm coming to you all today with a review as well as a laundry list of stuff for the Kurly Klips. I want to start off by saying that you can learn more about the hair from their YouTube channel, which is, I believe it's Kurly Klips and Extensions, but it's Kurly Klips on YouTube. The website is kurlyklips.com with K's. I did not receive this hair from the company. The money, well, from the company, I received this hair as a gift from my husband for my birthday. So the money utilized to purchase this hair came from my household. He did purchase the ones that I wanted because I made it very clear what I wanted for my birthday. So, okay, let me get adjusted here. And my light is not extremely bright because I have to go where it's not noisy in my household. Okay. So I'm going to start off with the hair that I have. The hair that I have is the Spirals collection, and I may not say it right, but it's the Spirals collection, and it's in the shoulder length. So I think it's called Shoulder Spirals or something like that, because she has two collections, the Fro and the Spirals, and then she has 3 different lengths: the bob cap, which is short, the shoulder, which is shoulder, and the Black Mermaid, which is long. And I have the shoulder. I think it's Shoulder Chic. I think that's it, Shoulder Chic. I do at right now, and as well as purchased 2 sets of the Kurly Klips. So I have 2 sets of Kurly Klips in my head right now. I have every clip of both of those sets. Where to begin? First of all, I've been watching the hair for a really long time. And I'm going to say this part up front just in case people don't watch the whole video because I am winded. I love the hair. I love the hair. And it was everything that I expected it would be. I am still learning like styling options just because this was my first time having clip-ins. I am not at this stage of my life. I don't wear a lot of extensions, but I am not new to extensions. Before going natural, over 10 years ago, I wore braids, weaves, sewing weaves. I used to do glue-in weaves. I mean, I just did because I was always a hair person. And I liked it, the versatility that I received from wearing extensions. Now, after going natural, I tried to do wigs, and I've tried them and they're okay, but for some reason I just couldn't. I don't know. I just didn't really care for them that much. And so that's when I started really wanting to try clips. And I was doing my research and I came across Kurly Klips here on YouTube. And so what I started doing was just watching her videos. But I'm going to talk about, I'm going to tell you this in case you're the person that kind of pops in and goes, I love it, and I'm going to tell you why I love it. And then I'll tell you what my objections are, and then I will hopefully kind of catch everything else at the end. Number one, the reason why I love it is because they're simply so easy. So easy. I can literally fully style my hair in about 10 to 15 minutes. And that's because I move stuff around. I make sure it doesn't hurt. I make sure they're placed where it's comfortable. You know, making sure nothing is showing and nothing is exposed and all that kind of stuff as far as the wefts of the tracks of the clips. I just literally put them in and I'm done. And I love that. It is not a difficult thing to do. I think if you watch her videos, it'll get you started and you just kind of go with what you feel and what you feel comfortable with as far as the styling is concerned. So the ease of it. I also love the texture and the feel of the hair. It is very soft. It's very lightweight. Right now, because of my lighting, you may see it, but it's not super shiny the way like a synthetic hair would feel. It is extremely soft. Right now, I've had these for 2 weeks and I haven't put any product on it at all other than washing and conditioning. I didn't do anything because I didn't want it to just kind of be not like a wash and go or something like that, even though I plan to do something like that after I wash them the next time. But I just wanted to get a feel for the hair on its own without anything added to it, without doing any extra work. When I take it out of my head, I put it in a Ziploc bag, literally a Ziploc bag, and I'm done. And I store it away until I'm ready to put them in again. I will talk about the construction of the wefts. The wefts actually look really good, and one of the things I was concerned about is whether they were double weft, being that there's not a lot of clips that come in there. So let me just kind of tell you, and they're in my head or else I would show you. You get one clip. Oh no, you get two clips. No, in one pack you get one that has 4 clips. You get one that has 3 clips. And then you get, I believe it's 4 or 5 that are 2 clips. The definition on the hair is really defined. It's almost as if you were to do like either something with like a roller set, not a roller set, but you know, like a spiral curl, and it was very defined when I received it. And I'm going to insert pictures because I felt as though when I went to her channel, I saw the hair, but I didn't get a good feel of what the hair looked like before the brushing and the combing out the curl pattern took place. And so I took pictures of that, and I will insert them hopefully as I'm talking or at the end. And so it was really defined. And for honestly, the first week, I just lightly fingered, separated it, and I left it as is. And right now, I did it a little bit more, and that's only because I wanted to get it just a tad bit more fullness, but I didn't want like big fro, okay? And this is tamed without, again, putting any product in it. And so you get those clips. I have 2 sets, so that means that I have double that. And in the beginning, I had to figure out how to put them in, not the actual snapping them in and out, but positioning. And so I'm going to, you know what? This, y'all, you know what? I'm looking for one. Look, I may insert another clip towards the end. The clips are strong. The clips are on there really tight. I was like, sometimes, you know, I understand for the price, you may say, oh, you're looking at the clips are clips. They look like any clips that I've seen when I've gone to the beauty supply store. One of the reasons why I purchased this had to mainly do with the hair. Now, I wanted the clips on the hair, but I believed Alana when she said the quality of her hair was good. And so that's why I purchased with her. I felt like the clips are on there strong, and I'm going to tell you how I put them on. And I need the clips to be strong because of the way that I actually install my hair. And so I don't know what else to say about that because I've talked about that in circles. So those are the clips I received. What else? According to what I understand, the shipping was fast. It was a quick turnaround, but my husband ordered them. But when I look at the gift slip that came with it, it was a quick turnaround. It was packaged with a real pretty bow. It was very basic and simple. They were all together in 2 bundles inside of a bag. She had a curly clip. She put a card with her logo, as well as there was a gift card or a larger card that's somewhat like a postcard type of paper that had her logo on front, and on the back it had care instructions and installation instructions, and it also gave you the link to the website as well as the link to her YouTube channel so that you would know how to install. But of course, since I already knew, I knew that stuff. Like, I was just ready for the hair. Okay, I was ready for the hair. It smelled, it was clean. It still smelled like conditioner to me, like the fragrance of conditioner, as if it had just been washed and conditioned, but I still, you know, did it before I installed it. And so I felt, I was so excited. I ain't even gonna lie. I was just excited because I just wanted the hair. So that's the hair. Now, what I'm going to do is talk about some of the objections that I had before purchasing the hair. And I'm glad that I received them as a gift, or I may have been still going back and forth. And that's why I want to talk about some of the objections. Number one, the objection that I was concerned with was the cost. I'm not going to tell a story. My family is on a budget. And so I was concerned about the cost, especially because that would have been my first time purchasing what I would consider high quality or premium, you know, quality hair. But I really wanted to get a good experience of buying some expensive hair. And I just felt like after watching her videos and I'd asked a couple questions and she responded, that was something that I wanted to do, but that was my objection. And the fact that I needed to, I mean, all the styles that she showed, even though it didn't have this type of hair, she always said she used 2 sets. And some of her most recent videos, she have shown styles with 1 set. But I kind of knew what I wanted to do, which is I just want my hair tucked away. And so I knew that if she said 2 sets, I was going to need 2 sets. And so that was not, it wasn't cheap. And it wasn't even what I would consider affordable. But I would say that I believe it was worth it. I truly believe it was worth it. And so, where was I? Oh, another objection that I had was that I don't understand the hair typing stuff. So if somebody says, oh, if you have 3C or 4, I don't understand that. And I don't get it. I mean, I get it generally. Oh, I'm sorry, that's my computer. I get it generally, but my hair is all over the place. And I knew that I wanted to just tuck away my hair. And so I didn't quite get the typing system in which set I should get. And I understood when she said, well, if in doubt, do the fro. And here's my deal. I wanted something easy breezy. I'm not even going to tell a story. I just wanted something that was going to be hopefully not as much maintenance. And I wanted to be able to take care of my hair every week like I normally do and still be able to get a nice style and go about my business with my hair tucked away. And so I felt like I knew I wanted the spirals. But a part of that objection is I didn't quite get if that really was it. And you can't return the hair. So I was like, oh, what if I get the hair and I don't like the hair? You know, I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, that's just how I felt. And so, but I wanted the spirals. And so that's another reason why I took pictures, because I felt like when I saw the hair in her videos, it was always fluffed out. And I don't necessarily like big and fluffy hair. I have fine hair. I have always had fine hair. And so big has really never been a part of my equation when it came to hair. And so to me, when I see myself, I don't see me with big hair. I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, I've worn it before. But as an everyday look that I feel comfortable with, I just didn't see big. And I thought sometimes when I looked at the fro collection or looked at some of the styles that she did, that wouldn't necessarily be a style that I would wear. And so that kind of came into my objection category. When I received it, it was like well-defined, and it was, and what I mean by well-defined, now it's a tad bit, I wouldn't even still consider it frizzy yet, meaning it was like this in spirals, like it says, to where all I did was I slightly pulled the hair apart the way that I would do, like if I did a twist out on my hair. And that's the way that it looked. What I could give as a comparison, if you're a person that's natural and you use products on your hair to do a twist out, and you set your hair overnight or you let it dry under a hooded dryer after using maybe a curl defining product, usually there is a difference between the appearance of your hair when you use a curl defining and you twist your hair versus doing maybe gel and conditioner with a wash and go. And the texture of your hair, there's a smoothness when you use the curl defining product and you twist your hair and you let it dry versus when you do a gel and conditioner or a wash and go, that you have a lot more texture. And I think that will be the comparison and the differences between the My Spirals and the Fro collection. The My Spirals to me seems like it would be more if you had a defined twist out and you picked the perfect products for your hair on that day. That's what My Spirals would be to me. And the Fro collection to me looks like if you were to do a wash and go, or you just wash your hair and it's real moisturized and you don't add any products and you wear your hair as is. And I think that would be more of what the Fro, that it has a lot more texture versus the smoothness that sometimes adding products and letting your hair dry with the products will provide you. And so, even though one of the objections was that I don't think I necessarily would like big hair from the My Fros, I'm really thinking about getting a My Fros set, because I think the My Fros would match well with my actual texture of hair, but I'm loving the My Spirals. Any other objections? Okay. This is not necessarily an objection, but it was a concern that there wasn't very many hair options on the site. There's two. You do the fro, you do the spirals. And in the end, I think that's a great thing. Let me tell you why. I was looking at the hair. I went to other places and I looked at other places. I live in the Houston area. There are a lot of salons that carry premium quality hair that's a little more affordable and and all that stuff. And so I looked at other places, but you look at those places and they have 4 or 5 different types of curls: wavy, straight, curly, kinky, all of this stuff. Do you want 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26? I don't know. I mean, I remember how it used to be, but I don't get it with curly hair, because curly hair, you can get a 12-inch. It doesn't look like 12 inches. I mean, my hair, when I do a wash and go, it looks like I have a fro. When I straighten my hair, it's past my collarbone. So I look like I got a TWA when I wear my wash and go. But when I straighten my hair, it's past my collarbone. It's at past my shoulders. So to me, that meant nothing. Like, I didn't have a point of reference. So the benefit in going to her site is like, you take it or leave it. It's like you pick the two and you pick which length you want. And so in the end, that was a great thing, even though at first it was like, I didn't get it. And so I think in the end, I picked what I wanted. I picked exactly what I wanted. I love the link that I got. Here it is. And I guess it falls a little past my shoulders. She did a recent video talking about length and people's concerns with the length and all of that. And I guess I can transition me into how I actually style it in my hair. But after having them that first week, I now have a way that I put them in, and I pretty much get the same look every time. I did not do any cutting, any layering, any of that stuff. I literally wear the hair the way that it came, other than separating the curls. And so, with that said, okay, I gotta straighten up. Okay, number 1. When I, underneath, I'm telling like all my business. Underneath, I have my hair cornrowed, and I washed, conditioned it, deep conditioned, all of that, and I cornrowed my hair. What I then did is from here forward, I did not add them in the cornrows. I actually just had it flat twisted, because I didn't know how I wanted to style it in with the hair. And what I do over the cornrows, then what I do is I have a wig cap. And there's different ones that have wig caps when you go to your beauty supply store. But the one that I've tried different ones, and the one that I prefer is like the thin one that has the texture of a pantyhose, like stockings. And I'm going to tell you why. I put that over my cornrows, and then I apply the clips. I did this in the beginning because as I stated earlier, I have fine hair. I've always had fine hair. And I didn't want, I wanted to try my best to prevent any snagging, because again, I was unfamiliar with wearing clips. And so I put the wig cap on, and I put the clips on top of the wig cap. And I believe that it's working. I mean, I've only had them 2 weeks, but I believe it's working. And the reason why I say that is because if you've ever put, whether it's a bobby pin, a hair comb, or anything on top of cornrows or twists, and you pull it out, if there's any snagging, you begin to see little, like a halo of frizziness or little hairs being pulled. And I believe putting that stocking cap over it has prevented that from happening. My cornrows still look really good. I mean, they've loosened up, but what I've done is I kind of re-put them in once a week so that I detangle and all that stuff. I sprayed my hair every day with my normal stuff that I put for my scalp and my hair to make sure it's moisturized, and then I go. When it comes to blending, my hair texture does not match the hair texture of this hair. It doesn't. And I tried to do what she suggested, and that didn't work for me. Not because it wasn't a good idea, because it looked good, but because I have fine hair. And so to me, it didn't work as well as what I do now. What I do now is, for the most part, I have two styles that have been working wonders, and I will probably, venture off into more. The two styles, one has been just doing a full head of the clip ends with no hair out. So that means with those twists in the front, I just pull them back and I'll put the wig cap all the way to the front, and I actually just do it to right here. So the only time that the clips actually touch my hair directly is right here in this area. And I do have thin sides, which has always been since I was a young child. And so I have nothing on that, touching it, putting any type of pulling, tugging, none of that, which is another reason why I use the wig cap. So that's the first style. And the second style is I take this front area loose, kind of like I do today, but I have a headband, and you can see the little bit of my hair. You see it here. I'm sorry, because looking at the reflection. Now, I find that when I allow some of my hair to be out, it gives this crown area a little bit of a natural poofiness. But at the same time, then when I remove them, then I got to retwist my hair, remoisturize. So I don't do that a lot. I did it today because I was going to church. And so that's the second style. They work just fine. The hair is light. It's not hot. I haven't had any issues with tangles. I've seen just a tad bit of shedding, but not like excessive, like it's everywhere. I could probably count the number of hairs that have shedded. And so to me, that's good. What else? Oh, when I do decide to do my hair out, I have found that twisting it and then rolling it gives the texture or the pattern of this hair. I tried the curl formers, and that was okay. I just didn't like them because my hair is fine, and I'm always concerned about the pulling. You can use, I guess, a perm rod, but what I used is I had some old lock loops from when I had locks, and that's what I used, and it was perfect. I just put 4 twists across the front, and I put 4 lock loops, and I did those, and it was perfect. And then once I took it out, I kind of 2-strand twisted it a little bit around this hair, and then it did just fine. So that's how I blend. And when I did that, it looks like it fits. And then I just put a little bit of gel across the front, smooth the back. And today I threw a headband on with it. I think that was it. One of the reasons why I wanted to do this is because I'm at an in-between stage with my hair. And I had the same issue when I had locks. I said that I went natural over 10 years ago, and it has been over 10 years, but I wore locks for 8 years. And I say that in almost every video because you'll say, oh, I've been natural for 10 years and my hair is just here. Or if I have it curly, it looks like a fro. And so I wore locks for 8 years. And so I had the same issue. When I was at that in-between stage, I just felt like I wanted to cut it, because it's too long to do what you used to do. It's too short to do some of the things that you see. And I have fine hair, and I really had to get to a point where, because of my travel schedule, because of my life being busy, I had to figure out what is going to work for me. And I tried doing the wigs. I tried to do the weaves, but I like washing my hair. I know you can wash your hair with that stuff. I know that. There's this thing, like, I like washing my hair. I like pampering my hair to do that. It's a relaxing time for me. And so I knew I wanted something that would give me access to my hair. And so that was one of the reasons that made me think about doing clips. The other thing is I wanted to still have versatility. And I didn't want, once I did a sew-in, and that kind of was it. And in the past, I did sew-ins, but I just, with my hair being natural, I just don't think it could take it as much as it did when I wasn't. Because when I was relaxed, if I felt like there was breakage or something, I would be quick to just cut my hair off and be like, it's whatever, because I could just buy more hair. Or I could just, but now, I don't know if I want to grow it out or let it be. And so I just felt like, okay, well, let's just keep taking care of it. It's healthy. Corn roll it up and, try something different. And it still allows me to be prepared and be when I have to go speak and presentable and comfortable and confident in, in making sure that I'm put together and I'm well presented. And so it has helped me with that even in this short period of time. I think I covered everything that I wanted to say. In the end, would I have done the purchase again? Yes. Do I understand potential objections to it? Yes, I really do believe so. But I can say after having these that I think I want to get a couple more. And so I really want to see what the longevity of these are. I've only had them for a couple of weeks, like I said, but I want to see what the longevity is. I also want to see, I would like to try the other lengths, honestly. And I also would like to try the other texture. So who knows? Who knows? I mean, if I do, I will do an update to this. Any comments, questions, or concerns, put them below. I know that this is long by the standards of other hair videos, but this is kind of an average for my channel. And I also wanted to be able to share this because I feel like when you go on, most of the people that I have seen with the curly clips have been the fro collection and not the spirals collection. And so again, I'll come, here it is. Oh, and I told you all that I put the cap on. One of the things, oh, see, and here's my hair because now I'm playing with it. You see that? Here's my, and then I just take it. You can't see. Like that. You just go through, and I can't, this is like bad because, you're opposite yourself when you're looking in the camera. So, oh, I was talking about the installation. I didn't tell you that part, and then I'll get ready to sign off, I guess. I have found that you can put them in so many different ways. The way that has consistently worked for me is once I put the wig cap on, I put the first 3-clip weft at my ear, like right at my ear. And that's how I start. And I actually put 1 3-clip at my ear, and I put the other 3-clip weft to the side, and I use that in the front. And I'm glad I said that. One of the things that I was concerned about, and I didn't say it in my concerns, was that sometimes when you look at the other clips, they have some that are longer lengths. And this one only has 1 per pack that has a longer length, and it's not even super long. I don't know what the inches are. If you go to her site, she does list the inches. And that was a concern for me when you look at other companies and how they do it. But since I've had the clips, I think it's actually smart. I'm going to tell you why. Because she gives you more of the smaller clips. And if you put 3 of the smaller clips together, that would equal 1 of a longer clip that another company would give you. And those smaller clips actually allow you to maneuver and have more flexibility in your styling. So that instead of having a long one, you have little ones and you can put them where you want. Now you could put them side by side and make one long, seemingly, track going around, to the front of your head. Or you can just stack them to add a layering effect and fill in the spaces that you need to fill in. And so that was a concern for me at first, and now I love it. So I positioned that 3-clip, then I positioned my 2 4-clips because I have 2 packs, and then I just go crazy with those 2-clip wefts. And then I take the 3-clip and I usually always position it here, and it's usually positioned at the place that the end of my wig cap ends. I put it right there so that means you don't see anything. Another thing is if you decide to do the installation the way that I do it, your wig cap should be the color of your hair, not the color of your scalp. So if you have brown hair or black hair, get a black wig cap, because what will happen is, especially with the My Spirals collection, it's a little bit of a finer texture, so you don't have the fullness or the volume, I'm sure, that you get from the Fro collection. But having the wig cap under covers your hair so you can't see anything through, and it helps with blending like flawlessly. It really does. The other thing about the wig cap, yes, you will have little holes in the wig cap from the clips, but they're so tiny. Like, I have been wearing the same wig cap for 2 weeks, and I can see the little holes, but they're not big enough holes to where it's causing it like a run like you would have in a pantyhose or anything like that. And so my thing is, I bought a package for like $1 from Family Dollar, something like that, and I had 2 in there, and I've only used 1. Okay, and so but having that darker color helps with the blending. And I can tell you from experience, because I had a neutral tone one, and every once in a while you could see little bits of color showing. So I took all the clips out, put on the darker one, and ever since then, that has been the one. I think that's it. I would highly recommend the hair. If anything changes, I'll share it. If I have comments or whatever on this video, or if someone asks me, if no one does, then I just won't say anything. You'll just see me on Instagram taking pictures with my hair. Lastly, even if you've made it this far, because I know some people that are my crafters that just watch my videos because I'm talking. If you make it to the end of this video, one of the things that I think, more importantly, it doesn't have to do with the hair, but it has to do with you feeling comfortable and confident in your skin. And I don't think that has anything to do with whether you buy hair or grow hair, or wear your hair natural or wear it relaxed, or, any of those things. You want to go out and feel confident in however it is you want to present yourself. Regardless of whether you use all of those things or none of them. I mean, whether you like to get your nails done. I mean, that's usually about what feels good to you and what feels like you're pampering yourself. And so, I think part of that, in the experience, that one that I have had with the company, because I had questions and I sent questions into her and she responded. I did put a review on her site, because I was very pleased with it. I could tell that she hand packaged my items, because she put a little note on the invoice and told me happy birthday, because my husband put in there with thing that it was a birthday gift. And so it's little things like that that I think go a long way. The other thing, and this is my last thing, is when I watched her videos, and she did one about the FAQs, and I really felt strongly about supporting a woman-owned business by a woman of color. Now, this is not anything to give, throw any shade or whatever to anybody else. This is really just me stating my opinion. And, this is my channel. And y'all know I will love on you. But, I have a business, and I understand what it's like to be a small business. I do also understand that a small business cannot do the same rates as a large business or a beauty supply store, or to compete with those that are on AliExpress and all these other things. Do I also understand that if you have a company in the States that does hair, that they probably buy hair from the same place? I get that. But here was my situation. I didn't want to have to go through 50 companies buying here in hopes of getting it right. I was hoping, and it was fulfilled, that I would be able to buy it, and any premium that I would have had on the hair that I purchased, I was paying for her expertise, her one-on-one connection, her ability to answer my questions when I email her, or whoever helps her. It doesn't have to be her. It could be anyone from her staff. And that's what I, as a purchaser, felt as though that is what I was paying for, with the premium that I would pay on what you would see on other sites. And for me, that has been fulfilled. And I look forward to seeing what else has to come of her company. She is a young woman, and you've just got to give it up, to somebody that is a young woman that has the guts to go after what she wants to do. And that has nothing to do with hair, but it has everything to do with one of my deciding factors of why I wanted to support her company and why I wanted to purchase the hair. And so, this is my own opinion. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can put them in the description box below. I do respond. I actually am going to plan to maybe do some sort of personal challenge now that I have found the hair that I like and that I am enjoying. And so that may be coming up. I don't know. If I have some responses, I may share it here. If I don't have any, a lot of responses, then I'll just keep it to myself and y'all just see me do what I do, by watching my crafting videos. So have a fantastic day. I hope that this was helpful. And I hope that this would also, look, I'm just like looking at the pieces because it's offline. It was windy. It was windy. Hair was blowing and it fell right back in place. Love it. Okay. Comment. Ask me questions if you need to. I'm not a professional by any regards as far as hair is concerned. I do not, if you look at my channel, just like review tons of hair and all this other stuff. I just wanted something that worked for me. That's it. Wanted something that worked. And it has. So take care. Be blessed. And I will hopefully talk to you all sooner than later. If this video helped, give me a thumbs up. If you feel like it didn't, don't give me a thumbs down. Just click close. Take care. And I'll see you all hopefully sooner than later.